You're forcing AI to memorize your entire company library. That's a waste of time and context. Vector databases cut the integration time by 90%. But most people build them wrong. They drown in hallucinations and slow queries. Here's how to build the pipeline that actually works. That's RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. It's the system that lets AI read your real documents instead of guessing. By the end of this, you'll see how chunking, embedding, and matching flow together. And you'll see exactly where it still trips up. If you're wiring AI to private data, you're either wasting weeks on context limits or watching it confidently lie to your users. So how do you make it use your files reliably? You probably think AI either memorizes everything during training or just runs a keyword search to pull answers from thin air. Neither is right. Think of it like handing a brilliant but forgetful researcher a curated stack of sticky notes. You don't ask them to memorize the library. You just hand them the notes they need. That's the mental model. Now let's build the engine. The process starts with chunking. Long files get chopped into bite-sized pieces. You do not feed a whole manual into a model at once. You break it down. Smart chunking keeps context intact. You overlap the edges so meaning doesn't get lost at the cut. Each piece gets converted into a numerical fingerprint. That's an embedding. It captures meaning, not just keywords. It maps ideas into mathematical space. A question about quarterly revenue connects to a financial report, even if the words differ. The system understands the relationship. It sees that the concepts belong together. But matching those fingerprints needs an engine. That's where the vector search steps in. The database uses math to find the closest matches. It skips slow keyword swaps. It's a semantic hunt. You type a question. The system translates your intent into a vector too. Then it calculates proximity across millions of entries. It pulls the text that actually answers your question. It uses algorithms like approximate nearest neighbor. This maps meaning in multidimensional space. It finds similar concepts without scanning every single entry. It takes smart shortcuts. In a second, I'll show you the part nobody expects about how these databases actually store that data. Vectors do not just float around in empty space. They sit inside specialized indexes. These indexes are built for speed. They organize the vectors like a library, but multidimensional. You can also add metadata filters, department, date, source type. This structure trades raw scan speed for lightning-fast semantic hunting. You narrow the field before the math runs. You ask about Q3 reports. The metadata filter cuts out Q4. The vector search only runs on the remaining set. This saves compute. It keeps results precise. The system calculates proximity, pulls the matching text, and feeds it straight back to the language model for generation. The model writes the answer. But the architecture isn't flawless. Retrieval imprecision still trips up even the best setups. The model might pull context that misses your exact nuance, and keeping the database updated carries a heavy price. You have to reprocess files, regenerate embeddings, maintain those indexes. The industry is shifting toward hybrid pipelines, balancing speed with precision. You won't find a single database that solves every scenario, but you can build systems that get remarkably close. The real catch is that vector math cannot fix broken source material. If your internal documents are outdated, contradictory, or poorly structured, the pipeline will confidently retrieve garbage and hand it to the model. Clean data is the only thing that saves you from that trap. You stop fighting context windows. You build a reliable, real-time knowledge engine. You ground answers in your actual data. No more training cutoffs. No more guessing. You get the 90% speed boost. You get reliability. Vector databases do not make AI smarter. They just give it better notes. If you want this stuff explained without the hype, subscribe. That's what we do here, daily. That's the full picture. If this made it click, tap subscribe. There's a new AI explainer here every day. And tap the video on screen to keep going. See you in the next one.